children, welcome back. Today we are going to learn yet another very interesting poem, which is poem number 4, Shivi, written by Michael Rosen. First of all children, what is the meaning of Shivi? Shivi means to constantly nag someone, to constantly keep telling someone that do this, don't do that, sit like this, stand like this. That is called Shivi, to constantly keep telling someone something. Okay, so over here, there is a little joke about the poet over here. When Michael was 5 years old, his mother took him to a nearby school for admission. The teacher asked, "What does your mother call you at home?" "Child, Michael don't," came the confident reply. So, what is happening over here? The poet, Michael, went to a school for admission and the teacher asked him that what does your mother call you at home? So, Michael very confidently said, "Michael don't." Why did he say like that? Because every time his mother kept telling, "Michael don't do that, Michael don't do this, Michael don't say that, Michael don't go there." Constantly, "Michael don't, Michael don't." So, Michael said that my name is Michael don't, because the mother constantly kept nagging him. Children, even we have elders around us, our teachers, our parents, our elders who constantly keep telling us, sit straight, don't walk with your hands in your pockets, or don't stare at somebody, don't eat with your mouth full, right? Constantly we have people around us who keep telling us what to do and what not to do. So, when we read this poem, you are going to find this very relatable. You will be able to relate with this, because I am sure you people must have heard all of these things from either your teachers or your parents or your elders or even your elder siblings. So, the poem goes like this. Grown-ups say things like, speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. So, grown-ups, the elders, they keep telling us that speak up, speak loudly, don't talk with your mouth full. So, don't talk when you are eating or when you have something in your mouth. Don't stare, don't keep looking continuously at someone, don't point your finger. We have heard this before, right? Don't pick your nose, don't put your finger in your nose. We have all heard this from our elders, right? And we also know that these are not good manners, right? What else do the grown-ups say? They say, sit up. Sit up means sit straight. Don't bend like this. You have to always sit straight. Say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. So again, all of these things you have repeatedly heard from your elders, like sit straight or say please, talk politely to people, less noise, don't make noise. You have heard this a million times from your teachers, right? Less noise, don't make lot of noise, keep your mouth shut, right? You have all heard it from us. Shut the door behind you. Whenever you enter a room, close the door. Don't drag your feet. Many of you have this habit. Whenever you are walking in the lobby, in the corridor, you always drag your feet and walk. And we keep telling you that pick your feet. Don't drag your feet and walk. You must be missing all of this now, right? Haven't you got a hanky? Every time you sneeze or cough, people tell you that where is your hanky? And nowadays, it is even more important to always cover your mouth, right? Take your hands out of your pocket. You have heard this also, but you are not a hero. Don't keep your hands in your pockets. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind about anything? So what else do they say? That pull your socks up. Many a times your socks are very shabby. They are not pulled up. So your teachers, especially PT teachers, tell you that pull your socks up, right? Then stand straight in the assembly, during the anthem, right? You have to stand straight. Say thank you, be polite, be grateful, don't interrupt. So when two people are talking, do not interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. So many times they encourage us by saying that do whatever you want to do. No one thinks you are funny. Go on. Take your elbows off the table. Now, even while eating, we have this habit of keeping our elbows on the table, which is actually not a very good habit. You should never eat with your elbows on the table. So, we have heard this. Don't keep your elbows on the table or take off the elbows from the table. And finally, the last line is the irony. Finally, after constantly telling us what to do and what not to do, then they will tell us that why can't you make your own mind up? Why can't you decide for yourself? So, Michael is very angry. First of all, you don't let us decide, and then when we don't decide, you scold us because we are not deciding. So, Michael is very upset about it, and that is why he has written an entire poem about this. Now, children, I want you people to think of a few things that you have heard repeatedly from your teachers, from your elders, that you do not like. Or even more fun, I want you people to make rules for your elders, which you want them to follow. Right? I am sure this is going to be a lot of fun. This is it. This is our poem. I will meet you now in our next lecture with yet another chapter. Till then, bye-bye.